716.
Let's go.
It's Big Frank in the morning, Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air, Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it. Hey.
Good morning, party people. What it is, good afternoon, good evening, wherever this may find you in the world, in the universe, because we are worldwide on this beautiful day today. How you living? How you feeling? Family, what's up? How y'all doing today?
What's goody?
What's happening? How was y'all yesterday? What's going on in y'all world?
Turmoil. The weekend.
Turmoil,
I'm still waiting on my books from eBay.
Wait.
The semester is almost over.
Yo.
eBay messing up. Like, it's still supposed to be delivered on the 13th. It's way past the 13th.
Oh no, for sure.
Only got one book. And my professor's like, I'm giving you an extension. What's going on with your books? Look at this tracking. I screenshotted it.
That's crazy.
It's not even in New York State.
Oh,
It's
dang.
just, it's enough. So I don't know what the end of this semester gonna look like because I got 2 research projects to do connected to this book.
They may not come when you want them,
Whatever.
but they're gonna be there right on time.
Or the semester's gonna end and they're gonna show up and I'm gonna be like, send these joints back. Like, but no, like things is cool. I had my first business meeting.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sweet. Talk about that.
So
Business.
I'm an official life coach for In His Name Outreach.
Come on.
Hold on,
Name.
come on, life coach.
So
Miss, I don't like the title life coach.
I don't.
I'm gonna get
But-
the money though.
But it's only temporary until I walk the stage.
Gotcha.
And the reason why I don't like the title is because a lot of people ain't going to school and getting the proper certifications and getting, at home, revelation time. I'm meant to be a life coach without no work behind it. But no, that's the title I have to have just because I'm not licensed by the state of New York yet, and I don't have my provisional license yet. So once I graduate, I have my provisional license to counsel.
Oh,
Sweet.
So
There's some jobs out here for you because I was looking.
No, for real.
Ooh, this would be good for Jess.
like I'm blessed because I do like 3 people are waiting for me to graduate to offer me jobs, and it's awkward because like sometimes like the one offer I'm like I don't want to mix relationships. He's like, we love you, and I love y'all too. And and they're local, so it's like if I tell them no, I see you often. But no, like I'll definitely be praying and vetting where I'll be going post graduation. But the fact that they took a chance on a girl,
Yeah, that's what's up.
and and created a position for me.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on. That-
Second time, ain't it?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on now.
Don't
Now it's just getting clients. So if you need a life coach, hit up your girl Jay Cherie. Because she'll be working.
Sending them.
Yeah.
I got to
Go on and send them.
at the job that needs them.
Life coaching. Please
Yeah.
come on through. If you know somebody who needs a life coach, tell them to hit me up. If your mama need a life coach, because her life is not being coached properly at this point. Your baby mama need a life coach. No, I am accepting clients right now. So
Word.
come on through.
That sounds nice. Accepting clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valid. So
Yeah.
we proud of you because you're doing your thing, and if it had not been for the Lord, where would it be?
In jail.
Valid. No, for sure. What's up?
It won't let me out.
Prison ministry.
Literally trying to find my motive. Why I did it. Like, I don't even know why I did it, but I did it.
I pretty much know if I ever went to jail, like I would even like plead not guilty. I'm like, yo, I did that. Like we ain't wasting nobody's time. We ain't wasting jurors' time.
Lock me up.
So I'm denying until I'm flying. Okay, Frank, did you know? How? I'm not aware.
I'm only denying it depending on what it is. You feel me? If it's embarrassing, I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut. But if it's something I gotta stand on,
if it's something that you got to prove,
Right.
And
Plausible
you
deniability.
don't know what you're
Deniability.
talking about until you provide evidence.
You got to prove. You got to provide
Would you
evidence.
speak? No,
Yo, that's
not
bad.
at all.
You don't have
We're
it.
gonna reduce it. Thank you. You don't want to put in work. I'm not either. No.
Well, no facts.
Did I lie? Talk to
I don't
Jesus.
know. Did I?
You know, I wasn't speeding. You just didn't catch up to me. I don't know. So my translation is different. No.
Well, no, see,
No
and that's the thing. If I end up going to, it's gonna be for a serious crime. It's not gonna be like,
No, baby,
hey,
so-
she ran a stop
It'd be
sign. Like, it's
Did you kill that man? I did the Lord's work. What do you mean? What does that mean? I did what the Lord instructed me to do.
Not with
I was
Yo,
obedient. What do you
No
mean?
facts.
because legit, there is like a recent story. Like, I don't know if y'all saw it on the news, but this mother caught a family member molesting a kid,
Oh man.
and the mama stood before the judge and was like, "Yes, I killed them."
Yeah.
She was like, no. This was a 2-day process. Like, I poured hot scalding water on them. Like, and I was kind of like, you need to give her a pass, though. Like,
See,
Okay,
I
so for
translate-
me,
You should.
it wouldn't have been a complete. I wouldn't have given him the whole. It was a 2-day
like,
process
no,
because that's
like, 'cause the judge
premeditated.
asked, she was like,
That's-
did you torture? Like,
Oh.
yeah, like she asked, she was like, yes, I did. She was like, and you threw hot water? Oh, scalding hot water. Yes, I did.
Oh man.
She was.
I would
I
have.
mean,
No.
I'm not mad at her.
I would have said,
I'm not mad at her.
Judge,
Listen,
Facts.
your interpretation of what I've done is inaccurate. What I've done, I washed him up. I bathed him in good hot heat to wash him of his burdens.
That was his home
On the
home
military.
care aid.
Home care aid. Okay, did you slice him up? No, I was removing the lesions that were growing on his body. I was doing a service for him. What do you mean?
Not the
And by result, he
died.
the master sooner.
Not the master.
I was the usher into the presence of the king.
Yo, not the usher.
I did my.
The usher is crazy.
Like, I brought him in.
It was just funny because she was like, you admit to all this? Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yes.
It's
I was
a-
like, you know what? I'm not mad at her.
Undeniable.
And I'm not even mad that she did it. Like,
Yeah,
He's
no
letting-
facts.
he's letting the world know. That's my kid.
I seen a video the other day where this man beat this other man for trying to talk to his 16-year-old daughter. Then I seen this video where this grown man was laying in the bed waiting for a 16-year-old girl. He was butt naked. And the brother came into the room with a paintball gun
Start shooting.
and just started lighting him up. That right there,
That'd be wrong.
not mad at it.
justified.
Justice.
Justice has been
He
served.
would kill
Like,
him. What?
no facts. Like, yeah, certain
Yeah.
things need brutality.
Brutality.
Yes.
You know, like I told you, don't get me started, because the same God that said, "Thou shalt not kill,"
Come on.
is the same God that told people to go to war, cut their head off. Like, okay, God.
No, he said, kill the women, kill the children, kill the livestock. Is what he said.
And don't take that.
Yo,
Don't take nothing
Nothing.
back.
Don't take
is what he
nothing
said.
But clearly, David took the head of Goliath. So, and we
even-
promote that story.
That's what he said.
Don't get me. Don't
Valid.
get me. Don't
And
get me.
even the people that he said don't take anything, they still took stuff and then
They'll take
caused
stuff. Caused so much turmoil.
so much lies and turmoil. So, in summary, kill.
And the Gideon was sanctioned by,
When they
Yo,
kill each other.
you know.
We putting spikes through people's heads in the Bible.
David put the husband on the front line.
Yeah,
That
that-
was
that-
wrong.
that was
That
dead
was
wrong.
dead wrong. He knew what he wanted.
David was being a thought and was trying to cover it up.
We do not promote that. That story is not promoted
Yeah.
for the killing for the king.
But no, they literally, it wasn't in the Bible that they drove a spike through the one person's head.
Yeah.
Like, kill him.
Yeah.
Ah!
Shoot, man, they got together, killed what's the name, whole family, and then
Yeah.
burned it all.
Yeah.
That's what you get for being disobedient. That's why I couldn't have been a biblical resident
Told you
because
not
I
to
would have
take
died. I would have died real. Because
I would have
God,
been a rebel.
I would have died
I'd been chilling.
because
like-
that God was just like, oh no.
I'd have been chilling. Like,
Like-
I've been every time. What guy say? Oh, what?
Yeah.
I don't do that.
16, I would have made it past 16 because God was just not playing with people. I said die. You die.
I'm a
Die.
chill.
No. I'd be the
Yeah.
one that tried to touch the tabernacle because it was pretty. Like, oh, dead.
Yo, shut
No,
up.
I'm serious
Like-
because they said how like
You gotta know
beautiful it
yourself.
was. Like it was
Yeah.
it was very appealing. So imagine carrying like the holies of holy. You like, yo, the holies.
But like,
I ain't
but you
touching
gotta
that.
think too. Like,
Dead.
if you were considered
I'm sitting in the back of the
like not worthy enough, like you would drop dead and die. So you would like
Yeah.
as it seems like 16 dead priests, you're like, I'm not playing with God.
Right, I'm not playing with that.
He ain't make it. I thought he had it together.
You just see bodies lined up on the way.
Can you imagine that now?
Start
Like,
asking
oh my
people,
God.
yo,
Yo,
who my grandfather? Is he a Levite? No, okay, I'm not gonna touch nothing. I'm gonna go.
for nothing.
I'm gonna stand at the end. Like I said, I'm gonna stand at the end of the line. You ain't
No,
gonna
wouldn't
have
it,
to worry
but
about
wouldn't that
me.
be crazy? Like you,
Yeah,
like right
fine.
now, like every Sunday you went to church, you
you
got up
just
to
see
the pulpit. Dang, you didn't make it. Just changing pastors like every third week. Like, hey,
not changing pastors.
I thought you
Now
had it.
that would be wild.
Like, yeah, no, he ain't make it this Sunday.
He ain't
y'all.
make it this Sunday, y'all. Yo.
You be living right.
Like,
No.
your lifestyle
no.
real funny acting. Like, oh, you scheduled the preach this week? Nah, pimp. Nah, girl, I'm calling in sick. Nah.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Your life be together though.
Or you would just be stuck with your life.
I'm gonna go ahead and get myself together. Real
For
fast.
sure.
You know, let me come to this altar, Lord. Take it all.
Take it all.
Please.
Yeah, that's funny.
Listen, y'all, it's going down this morning. Still like saying we're getting into Big Girl Chronicles is going down. Fire 716. Big Frank in the morning. Call your neighbor, call your friend. We're here into the end.
What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, Inject Faith, Hope, Love. We all are facing some type of battle. This time, I decided that I'm fighting back. I just refuse to literally let the battle overpower me, and I want to overpower the battle this time. You have to still go through the battle because I still need to get out of you what I need from you. You can beat it. It's just about knowing to getting into a place of confidence, like, I can beat this. I can get past this. This does not have to consume me. This does not have to... I don't have to wear this on my shoulders at all, truthfully. I can let it go. What's up, everybody? It's Kier here. Inject Faith, Hope.
Everybody, this is DMP Speaks coming at you. And
It's not enough to just dream about your ideas, right? You've got to take action to bring about their creation. Time is passing us by, and that time that we have, and we think we have so much time, we don't have the time like we thought we did 20, 30 years ago. We literally, when we get an idea, we got to make sure this is something that we're supposed to do as a part of our purpose, as a part of our life's work. And we got to be dream creators.
You're locked into the vault with Dante Mount on Fire 716 Radio. Let's go.
This is engaging the youth. No longer is it okay for us to make decisions as to what we feel they should do. We already lived our youth. You know what I mean? So it's time for us to, God gave us two of these and one of these for a reason. We need to listen and watch more than we do a lot of talking. So
you can't, everything is changing, you know what I mean, from everything outside to how we feel and everything, because it's two different worlds we live in, two different generations. So like I definitely get where like it's hard to communicate and hard to come to an agreement on one particular thing, because you see it from your eyes and
Right.
from your perspective, but I might see it from another perspective. So
Oh, that's
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank, like the Big Frank in the morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Listen, getting ready to get into a segment that I just think sets the tone of the show. Okay. Get ready to tap into Big Girl Chronicles. DJ, hit that thing. Jay Cherie is on you.
What's good, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is Big Girl Chronicles, and on this day
right.
that we've never seen
Majesty's
before,
Wednesday.
this Big Girl Chronicles is directly connected to the women. So, guys, you get a break today. I want to talk about these parents who's making these babies look like they grown people. So I have been scrolling on Facebook for a while because it's graduation season, it is prom season, it's all of the seasons, and I have gotten very annoyed at the fact that these women are dressing their kids like they're baby kids up as grown people. Why does your 1-year-old need lashes? I don't understand. Like, I understand that we are trying to promote beauty and we're trying to, give our child or children a sense of style, but we have to stop making these young people look like old people and giving them the sense that they have to look a certain way to feel beautiful. Yes, I understand that, you want to do the cute little photo shot of your baby going to kindergarten and she looking cute, but she don't need weave down her back. She doesn't need lashes. You don't need to have her in a full makeup as a 2-year-old. Like, there's just some stuff that we have to stop doing, ladies. And I understand that, yes, you may not have had that same experience as your child, so you may be projecting this onto your child, saying, okay, I'm gonna give my kid everything I want. I'm gonna make sure she look this way and this way. But they're just babies. Why are these 4-year-olds in crop tops? I just have a whole issue with the fact that we are making these children look grown, and then you're wondering why these pervert men are over sexualizing our children. Like, let's just be honest. I'm not giving an excuse to pedophiles, but at the same time, I want you to take some responsibility in understanding that when you are dressing your child, even if she's a 10-year-old and you're dressing her like a 15, 16-year-old, it's going to bring a certain amount of attention, and then you're wondering why people are being who they are. We have to just be very aware that we are protecting our young girls. I don't care if you black, white, Latino, whatever race you are. We need to get to the place where we're protecting our young girls and let them grow up gradually. Let them find themselves gradually. Let's put them in their styles gradually, because right now what we're doing is over sexualizing our children and then wondering why they're having identity issues or they're acting a certain way. And also, stop thinking it's cute when your baby is 2 years old twerking in the video. It's not cute.
It's not.
Oh, she's just a baby. Yeah. And then when she grows up to be a twerk master, then you upset. We just have to get to the place that we have to stop over sexualizing our baby girls. We have to stop, saying, oh, it's cute if you put your son in lipstick. It's not cute. Yeah, it's just things that has to definitely stop, and stop putting it under the guise of, oh, they just kids, because this is what you're exposing to your children to, that will eventually come into adults, and then you're wondering why they're struggling with their identities. So as a woman, I just want to help y'all out, because you're beautiful, you're intelligent, and you're graceful. You big people.
Know that.
Guide them, Jessica.
I hear you, but however,
Guide them, Jessica.
I think that there, as a parent who has made the statement that shaking your backside as an infant is just crazy. As Cece and Amina are rum shaking in this crib, what is happening here? Listening to Gracie, I'm definitely not like shut him down, kill him, but I think that a conversation and how you deliver that, we don't do that period. So I think that there's a difference when it's like literally innocent, but then you promoting and you push it.
They're not at the age of awareness.
Yeah, valid. Because clearly now.
Shaking a butt.
But Gracie made me mad.
Gracie, we turning
because Gracie put Big Frida on there. And I was like, come on, Gracie. Come on.
Because and I don't attest to
unfortunately
people.
they have
But Big Frida is that that sound, unfortunately. I don't know what it is. I don't even know.
New Orleans.
New Orleans sound. Snappy. It's like Snappy Jet, DJ Taj. Like it's New Orleans, New Jersey. Like it's a situation.
Yeah.
Because when I was DJing, I'd put all them joints together. I'm like, oh yeah, but yeah, she out there. He out there. They out. She identifies all.
Fact.
But yeah, one time I seen Frida, I was just like, yeah. If you listen to radio,
but Frida is not easily offended. Like,
that's not even a little bit.
He, she, whatever.
She was like, oh yeah, my bro call me bro, and my kids call me mom, dad. It's like, and to my sister, I'm big brother, you know.
You're
But to
right.
my girls, this is what I say.
You know, fact.
Big
Like,
Frida don't care.
Frida
But
don't
yeah, like as the age of innocence where you just
Yeah.
literally you bop it to the music and stuff like that. Yeah. But like I literally saw this photo shoot. This girl had it was like a baby in a lace front, like just full weave,
Yeah, some people just
crop
suffering.
top.
yeah, old time.
Like they had the little fake belly tattoo on the baby.
Just wasting your money.
Big waste of money.
Just
wasting your
why?
Like,
the baby
yeah,
is like
no.
she couldn't have been more than 3 years old. I'm like, what you put a stick on belly tattoo for?
Just-
Like
that's
she's
just-
3.
that's
Like
just
Wasting your money.
just, no.
No, look.
Your
Yeah,
priorities
but
is
nah,
all over
when
the
you
place.
said putting lipstick on the boy,
Yeah, I just
That's
I-
that's right.
I wish it would.
I mean,
Okay,
I
like
swing.
I almost had a fight
Grown
about
people.
taking my son to Pride.
She
Yeah,
was okay with him going to Hooters.
I was okay with him going to Hooters. Absolutely.
We're going to Hooters to
They got
eat.
good chicken wings. out
They
there.
do.
Assume this is
And my
not-
boy, he acted accordingly.
They
Okay.
got good chicken wings.
My
It's
boy,
the-
he was
it's-
good at
It's the
Hooters.
hypocrisy for me.
No.
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 Y'all should not hear her throwing though. Y'all can let it be.
Right. Listen, what's not about to happen is my son seeing a man kiss a man and go and try to kiss a boy somewhere. He's 2 and he's very, very observant right now.
And impressionable.
Very impressionable.
They're in the repeat. Whatever I see.
And whatever I see, come on, man. And I be god dog. If I hate to sound like that, but like
It's the truth.
it's the truth. Like I don't want my son to grow up like that. And if he just so happens to end up that way, I don't want it to be thrust upon him in an early age.
I get
You
that.
get what I'm saying? Because I had a conversation recently with my cousin, and I'm like, I don't feel like identifying or labeling a kid as when they're a child that they gonna be gay is something that should be okay. Like that is not something that should be cool or something that should be done. Like no, it's too early to tell if they're gonna be gay because little Johnny just might be growing up in a house full of girls, and that's all he knows. You get what I'm saying?
So, no.
Come on,
I
man.
understand that perspective, but also taking the baby to Hooters is a no. Like,
But it's not. It's a okay.
it's
Stop.
A place. It's a
it's
restaurant
a
with booty
restaurant.
cheeks out and breasts out.
No. The breasts are never out. They're just they're not. Never. Look up the uniform. They wear short shorts and long in spandex, like in tank in some
Their
tank.
booties are out.
No, they don't be
It's a
out
place-
though.
and it's-
Hooters got spandex, right? Why we fighting at church? Put them stockings on. Put them stockings at church. Y'all going to put them stockings on.
Oh, put the stockings on.
No. First of all, if you wear the proper undergarments, you may not have to be in stock. And especially if your skirt is at an acceptable length.
And I think just I'm just be honest. We're just talking from a
father's perspective.
and I know that this is a standard situation.
It is.
For sure.
It's definitely
Because you know what, there is a
because I don't want my son exposed to boy on boy, but I'm okay with objectifying women for chicken wings and having your booty cheeks out. Like, to me, that's
No. I'm not objectifying anybody.
I never said
But you're taking your son to a place that is.
Well, I didn't personally. His mother took him. Okay.
I was in her butt about it too.
You don't know nothing about it. He just was like, he was
I
there,
wanna eat.
and it was food.
No, you know, and I will hope that the signals will be
My boy.
natural. I'm proud. Oh, look at you. Okay. Little pretty. Yeah, you don't want the truth. Okay, you all right so far, bro. Yeah, thank you. Because people don't want to talk about the hesitation laws. Like, you know, like,
Facts,
and
yo.
you're like, okay. Tell them you got to how to handle this thing. Eat your chicken wings.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Okay, you're not out here drooling and look.
Yeah,
like
you're not going crazy over there.
Come on back here.
Right.
Versus the total opposite.
Yeah.
And specifically because it's Pride. It's not that it's just a gay couple present. It is a conglomerate.
A couple of
this got to be right because everybody doing it.
Come on.
And as a man, and this is I'm not saying that Stanley understand it.
All I hear is, you make me feel mighty real.
So it's like.
No, don't get me wrong. I love
No,
Sylvester.
I get your concept part as the standard. Just absolutely.
For sure.
As a father, you
I push one narrative
It's-
more than the other.
Because for me, it's not. It's for me. It's like I wouldn't be like, ooh, I'm not gonna take my daughter. And first of all, my daughter would never go to Pride.
Okay.
Because her mama used to be there. But it's not like, oh, my daughter ain't going to Pride, but I'm gonna take her to this Magic Mike show. So like for me, it's
No,
it's
that's
a double standard.
That's a double standard, but Magic Mike is stroking and gyrating in your face.
That's like I'm not taking my son to a strip club.
We gotta take
My son to the strip club.
It's too catty out of it.
No.
And everything ripping.
But if there was
I ain't taking Coyote.
but now if there was a Hooters for men,
I ain't taking
and you took my 15-year-old daughter there for her birthday,
I don't have issue with
would I be mad?
Yes.
No,
I would.
I would not.
that. I don't have that.
Why? Because there's a Hooters.
Not
We got Hooters.
these pet toes and imprints out here just.
How y'all ladies
yeah.
do?
Well, because
Making the
because for me, the exposure to something so sexual, even at the age of 15,
No, I get it.
like I'm gonna be that parent. Mom, I want to know, like,
Brother,
because
and I
I
get
didn't
it.
accept the double standard. It's a double. There is a. I think that I know.
because we can't talk about, oh, my daughter, you wonder why your daughter is fast, but the exposure to what you exposed her to contributed to her fast.
100%.
Or it's like, oh yeah, he was touching boobs at 2 years old. It's okay now. Like, no,
He
like
was touching boobs on the entry. What do you? So it's
I got you.
the
The thought process is, if I take my son to Hooters and he like, okay.
Yeah.
From there on, I just saw that all that anxiety I had. I was like, whew, okay. Now we may never go back to Hooters again.
No
after
fact.
that. I just needed to prove something to myself.
No, that's facts.
you just naturally let him grow up. Like,
It's
no.
Hear you, like-
we have naturally allowed him to grow up, and we naturally get to go see what happens.
right.
This is all natural. We haven't forced him to do
Right,
anything.
first,
Nothing. We can't even.
We put him in an environment to see how he would flourish.
even if I'm
that's such crap. Like, I'm sorry.
like
He
He
was
did
like,
that church. When that boy walked up to that girl.
So if I went to a place, right, where the waitresses are pretty, and they ain't got me Hooters.
We got you.
And we went, and I was like, okay. And I took my son. And he was like, and he just, they extra nice because he's a child.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he like, oh, you pretty. Ooh. And I'd be like, yes.
but that's not always an indication because, I'm helping
It's
you.
it's
It's not
not.
always an indication because, like, you could be like, oh, she's pretty in his mind, like, ooh, that outfit is bad. Like, you don't know, like,
Right.
because, like,
Hey,
the
dude,
test,
get it.
no,
Right.
because, like the testing to see, what I'm saying is the testing to see, especially because with a lot of young, and I've worked with like a lot of young boys who are queer that for a long time. They had the reaction that their parents wanted them to have because they knew their parents would ostracize and talk about them, or try to force them in an environment where it'll force them to be straight. So I'm like, the idea of let's test it out to me comes backwards because it's like,
let's go eat,
Yeah.
and we're gonna go to Hooters, and whatever happens. Like that's it. Like I'm not. Oh, let me go. I'm just not saying. Oh, let me go take my boy to Hooters and see if he gonna pick out a food.
See if he gay.
Let me go see if he's gay or not. No. We went to Hooters, and his response, I could. Okay.
I agreed with his response.
I'm gonna teach you how to handle yourself accordingly,
Fact.
but I see how you look. Okay.
I just, it was more funny for me than anything.
No
Obviously,
fact.
because you just live in an age where it's a teeter-totter, and it's so it's such a scary, it's such a
No
scary thing.
fact.
And like, I think it's really hard, especially for Black men in general, because we aren't raised in a accepting kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yes, my mother will love me no matter what.
Fact.
That's cool. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna stop her from telling me how wrong, how wrong it is. You know what I mean? Like for a girl, with a mother, I know. Yeah, with their mother, I know it's like, your mom is always going to embrace you,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't see someone's dad ostracizing their daughter Jessica, I know how your life is.
I'm like,
in this day and age of all the stuff that's going on and how everybody got to be sensitive, I don't see it. You know what I mean? But I know for a man, it is a very anxiety-inducing thing to wait to see how it's going to go, because you don't want to be heavy-handed on any side, because you want to be neutrally loving of your child. You know what I mean? So like, if it going the way you don't want it to go, you don't want to, especially because how I was raised, you don't want to start Bible thumping real hard. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so you know, it's like you got teeter tottering, and then you're like, you know, I like this boy at school. Like when your daughter say that, you like, okay, you can, but okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. You know what I mean? Like she 12, 13, like oh, okay. How is it? You like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like you wait for your son to be like, no, dad, like this girl's cool. I think she's bad. Like you like, cool. Like, it's you know what I'm saying? Like it's just bad. Like it's really a teeter totter, and I know because I think about it all the time, because we just live in a time where kids are too free.
Yeah.
And parents are
careful.
They have, because it's your child, you have to accept them. Well, you don't have to, but you do. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I teach you live a certain way at home. That don't mean it's always gone, you know, because they in school most of the time, and you gotta deal with how school is, and school has to be neutral to everything. You know what I mean? And then everything on TV is always pushing an agenda, and it's just like, I just live in a world where people are really, really open, and I really don't. And I'm like, that's cool, that's nice, but the other part of me is like, yo, I really just want it to go in this direction.
Yeah.
Fact. No, for real. Like,
but I can't push it in that direction, because then now I'm a bad person.
But so, you know, welcome to the Father's Day had just passed.
you know,
this is some of the things that we do, and we do have gaydar is a thing. You know, we do identify that. Okay, this is the alternate life for you. Okay, and you know, some days
as you struggle, I struggle.
Valid, you know, it's like
I struggle.
But I love you absolutely. You know, I'm here to support you absolutely. You know, wrong with the same? Absolutely. You know, right. I'm about to condemn you to hell right now. It's not my place.
Exactly.
Not
Right.
my place.
Absolutely.
You know,
am I still gonna throw you a birthday party? Yeah. Am I gonna show up though? Probably not.
You know, I'm not there where I leave at the road, because after this, it's a boys thing.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to be supportive at the same time.
wow.
I am, because, you know, as a dad, you know, I want to support you as a person,
right?
But I cannot support you. It makes it hard. It will make it harder for me to support you, because I do not agree with your lifestyle. So I want to support the things in which you do, but I don't want to support the things you do. Like, yes, I want to support, you know, freedom,
your achievements,
you know, your achievements, you know what I mean, going to school, going to do this, you know, even if it's, you know, you learn how to do hair, nails, whatever it is. Like, I want to support your dream and your goal. I don't want to I don't want to support, you know, anything after that.
So let me go ahead. So I have a brother's brother.
Oh.
His brother's my brother.
Okay.
But that's his brother, not my brother.
Right.
And he lives off the life. It's very familiar with that. So event-wise, lit. Very good time. Cool. And I'm going to support. I'm going to get $2, money time. And we're going to go there. We're going to laugh, have a good time. But as you prepare for the transition of your night with liqueur and your crew, and all right, this is my time. It's been good. And I came to support.
It's been real.
See,
dance on out the door.
And I have a cousin who our lifestyle's completely a different situation. It's always respect and all with love, and it's what it is. I was gotta, I love you.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was just at Pride Freaknik. And went down to support.
It was good. How was
Got
it?
me a plate. And
It was lit. It was lit.
It was freaking.
Yeah, it was freaking.
About, I think that's about
Yeah,
that's
like because my goddaughter, one of my goddaughters, not the one that you met, not the one that come to covenant, Frank, not Puda, the light skin, another one, my other goddaughter. She out there. She do what she do.
How about this?
We'll be right back. We'll take a quick break. We're going to do a few commercials. We'll be right back. When we get back, we'll get into the question of the day right here on Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning.
Beautiful Boss LLC, where we empower people and encourage them to be the beautiful boss they were created to be. I advocate for abuse victims, mainly abused children. You don't abuse your children. Like, for example, made to go to bed without food to eat, being sexually abused and raped, that's abuse. Yes, there's so many of them. That's the reason why I wrote this book, guys, because I went through a lot as a child. I was abused very terribly. And it just, God put it on my heart to write this book to advocate for abuse victims.
What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, and Jack, Faith, Hope, Love. We all are facing some type of battle. This time, I decided that I'm fighting back. I just refuse to literally let the battle overpower me, and I want to overpower the battle this time. You have to still go through the battle because I still need to get out of you what I need from you. You can beat it. It's just about knowing to getting into a place of confidence, like, I can beat this. I can get past this. This does not have to consume me. This does not have to... I don't have to wear this on my shoulders at all, truthfully. I can let it go. What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, and Jack.
Today's teenager is tomorrow's potential regular customer. That's what the tobacco industry said about us. But what does it say about them? That they'll do anything to recruit new smokers. Like using menthol flavors to make products smoother and better tasting, so they're easier to start and harder to quit. In other words, menthol is not just a flavor. It's a way for big tobacco to attract and addict us. And there's nothing just about it. Take action at notjustmenthol.org.
Beautiful Boss LLC.
Fire 716, your boy before you locked in the Big Frank in the morning. Good morning. Had a few technical challenges. Hopefully we are back in a better place and position. Great things are happening here. You're ready to get into the question of the day. How big is your mama with the drama on the line? That's not the question of the day. Question of the day is what is
affecting what is like
What's
affecting
killing?
What's killing relationships now?
Oh,
in this present day, what is killing relationships?
Everything.
cheese, grits,
Right.
eggs, bacon, toothpaste. Because how can I have a relationship with you if I'm dead? Like, because clearly everything is killing us. I think that social media is one of the biggest killers to relationship because it shows a view of life that appears to be easy, quick. It's here now, 15 seconds. You can do it. You can make it. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody got a thought. But ain't nobody really talking the storyline, the behind the scenes, the details. And I think that is giving a false narrative to relationships now, especially to the generation that is here, the younger generation who just like mentally comprehension. Y'all remember listening to comprehension?
Mm-hmm.
Like in school, you had to just sit and listen to a conversation and answer a question.
Answer a question about the conversation.
About the conversation about
what was the conversation
this-
between
they must
Megan
stop.
and Peggy about?
Like I feel like right now it's just no comprehension of the reality. It's just, oh, I seen that. The mind is altered. I think social media is the difficulty that we face in relationships.
It's killing relationships.
I think it's because the fragility of people and things now. I think that's what's killing relationships because misunderstandings, people speaking about how they feel or the lack thereof, or the fact that everybody feel like they need to put their feelings into things like, well, you made me feel and not feel this, and it's like, well, this wasn't about your feelings or my feelings, or it was about my feelings. Now you want to put your feelings in it. Now you ain't say nothing before. You was feeling some type of way. And you know, relationships are just fragile. Be fragile now. Like it don't take much for people to be like, because we live in that kind of culture where, you know, when it's hot, it's hot, and when it's cold, it's cold. And, you know, when it get cold, you just be like, you know, I could just be done with this because I could go where it's hot at. I don't have to sit in this cold place if I don't want to.
No valid.
You know what I mean? So I think it's just the fragility of it all, and of people in general. And that's for everybody. My generation before me. The only thing different about the generations before me is that a lot of people just kept their feelings to themselves. So nobody really argued about their feelings.
Because you know what?
Nobody really argued about their feelings.
TD Jakes who was talking, and he said that go ahead and keep it 100 if you want to. You'll lose everything. And he said that if you go ahead and tell your job that you don't want to work today, watch you get fired. You keep on telling everybody how you feel. You keep on fighting to keep it 100.
Mm-hmm.
You're liable just to destroy everything. You can't say everything all the time. And I think some of us always trying to keep it 100, and you're killing yourself. And I say you're killing yourself only because you are moving off of your feelings and emotions, and you're responding off of that, thinking that somebody else has to accept that. And I think that sometimes that's a miss situation. I think that you need to have communication and have dialogue, but keeping it with just straight blunt 100 may not be the wisest thing.
I don't think that's a good thing.
I think what's killing relationships is lack of pursuit and compromise. And I'll explain. So it's very easy for dudes not to work right now. And it's because women have compromised and not allowed the man to pursue because they've turned into the guy, but also dudes have gotten lazy with pursuing. But also, like, you know that this person has no good for you, whether you're male or female, but you want companionship or you want a support system. So you're just compromising everything that you really want and just turning to the point where you can't stand the person. Like, you just look at the person every day and be like, why aren't you dying? Like, no, because like, let's be honest, if in life, if you've never had this relationship or whatever, I'm happy for you, but you've been in a relationship with somebody where you like, why am I even with you? Like, but it was the companionship, it was the compromise, it was the, I know you really we don't match and we really ain't rocking, but I just really want somebody to just be able to share those moments with. So the compromise is killing relationships, but also the inability of this newer generation to pursue, and women causing I'm not talking about like hard to get games. Like, oh, I'm gonna make him chase me for 6 months. No, like, I'm talking about the actual, that's something I want. I'm gonna go pursue her. But that is out the window because it's like he can say hi. Oh my God, yeah. No, let him pursue you. But also, a lot of men aren't taught in this generation how to pursue anymore. Like, somebody asked me, like, why are you still single? First of all, it's by choice. Inbox ain't never dry. But at the same time, I'm very observant, but a lot of men don't know how to pursue. Like, it was just like, hey, how you doing? Hello. Here's this dick pic. Like, it's like no pursuit whatsoever. I'm not impressed. Like, I'm just not. So, like, for me, if you can't pursue something that you want, or if I see your Facebook and you chasing weed harder than you chasing me, then it's like, for me, it's a problem. But like, on the flip side, like, women will never admit this, but I'm a woman that will. We've made it very easy for guys, like that the pursuit situation is not really like a necessary thing. Oh, he said, hey, he said I was cute. This is it. No, let this man pursue you. But like I said, don't put him on a 6-month trail of just dragging it out. But also, like, with men and women, we do compromise. And sometimes loneliness and wanting companionship will cause you to be in a situation where you can't stand this person every day. Right. But you just in a relationship, and I think that's what's killing it.
Okay. That was good. That was good.
Validity.
No.
However,
I'm here.
Um,
I'm here with you on that one though.
I agree 100%. Y'all made it a little easy, like you said, on the fellas. There's no
For some of the
some women, I'll say some
Yeah.
women made it a lot easier for the fellas. There's no imagination. There's no wow factor. You know what you're getting before you get it, and once we get it, it has no value anymore. So I 100% agree with you. For me, what kills relationships? Outside opinions,
Myself
social
sometimes.
media, to myself sometimes. Let's call a spade a spade. Women kill a lot of relationships. Insecurities kill relationships. Dag, it's a lot of
It's a
things
lot.
that
It's a whole-
kill
it's a lot.
relationships,
Like
and
I
it's not
said,
like
it's
a
because relationships are, in essence, fragile.
yeah.
All relationships are fragile. The thing that keep people in relationships is patience and the ability to stick with something.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
the issue is that the tape and the glue that we've been using now ain't Gorilla Glue no more.
It's
It's
Dollar
Elmer's.
It's Dollar Tree.
It is Elmer's, and people don't have patience for for the fights. People don't have they don't. We like I said, we live in a culture now where you can have what you want. So when you
Mhm.
don't get what you want, you be like, instead of being like, all right, compromise, or let's say you have been compromising, or you are like, you've reached a fever pitch, because you've just been, at least you feel like you've been compromising so much, or like your point not getting across, and because it's not getting across, I'm reaching a point where I feel like I'm starting to be done with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if I can start over somewhere else, and maybe I could attack it at a different way and get it how I want to get it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd be cooler. And that's fine.
I think also one of the biggest killers of relationships is comparison.
Yeah.
Because I was
Some do
watching
double dates and stuff.
I was it was not even that I was watching
I
this
could do that,
storyline, but I had to stop watching it because it was just getting a little
It's
too
different.
much.
People like the Dave Buster's.
The content was getting too much. I was like, wow, okay. But I was watching a storyline of this woman where she had this experience with this guy, and it was just like in her mind blowing everything. But she got married because like she got married to another guy. He was safe, he was good for her. But she kept remembering the other guy, and she started journaling about this other guy, and the husband read it. And instead of the husband addressing the issue, the husband tried to fulfill her based on the other guy and started to hate her. Because it was like, I'm trying to play out all the stuff that this other man did to you. Whether it was he made you laugh, he introduced you to his parent, he did this, and a lot of it, like I said, was sexual. That's why I was like, I gotta turn this off.
Yeah.
But like, it was like the comparison of well, he did it this way, or they did it this way, and just in general, not just with sex, but just in general. Oh, this when I was with this person, they treated me this way, or when I was, when I did, he took care of everything, and you don't do that, or he fulfilled me this way, or she fulfilled me this way. She did this, this, and this, and you don't do this. So a lot of comparison kills relationships.
For sure.
Because once you get into another relationship, you need to have amnesia about the last one. Like it's just telling that person, oh, this other person did it this way. That's gonna kill your relationship right there. Me and them is not the same.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And then dang, that is the house on us. All right. Our past kills relationships too. Because we choose not to forget. We choose not to forget that somebody hurt me this way. We choose not to forget, that this happened to me. We choose not to forget that this person is like this. And then we get into a relationship where, somebody could be good to us, but then they do something that hurt us, and now I'm hurt. Or you know, they wasn't understanding my feelings, or they triggered me, and now you are now you in your feelings, and now you running in your feelings, while the other person is like, you know, him or her, they just been human this whole time. It's like, yo, like, I told you that I would try my hardest not to hurt you, not to trigger you, because you know I don't care about the word trigger.
Right.
That I would try not to do this and do that, but I'm still human. It's going, like, I'm a hurt. Like, I'm going, like, if we are in a relationship, even if you married, long relationship, you gonna hurt each other eventually.
Yeah.
You're gonna trigger each other eventually. You know what I mean? We're not gonna like each other all the time, and that's and you have to come to the realization that is okay.
So with that being said, because that was a great word, because the question is, number one, when you got how many guns you got in your arsenal that can be triggered? I need to know, like, how many triggers can I pull? Number one,
you got a 9 or you got a machine gun?
How many of them you got? But one thing somebody said, be unhappily married. I see this on TikTok. Don't judge me. But she was like, people aren't taught that you can be married and unhappy in seasons and pockets. We always want to be blissful, always want to be great, always want to be honeymoon. And it sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
But as we develop and grow and figure things out, there's moments and pockets where it's rough. And we trying to figure it out.
And I want to talk to you.
Yeah. And that's not the time to go and seek other whatever, or try to find a sugar baby, sugar daddy, become a sugar sweet, or go back to the ex, or run away, or be under the railroad with the slave trying to escape. Anybody, like, all that is not required.
Yo,
it's just extra stuff. It's like it's this moment won't last always.
No fact.
But let's try our best to communicate through this. And let's go.
And let's not hold on to this.
Valid. Because I think it was Michelle Obama said she said she was.
Yeah, she's like, I was pissed.
She was talking for like years.
I was talking to him.
And where it came, kids. Okay, what's messing with the relationship? The kids.
The kids.
But she also said that he had to learn to not be in competition with her all the time. Like, that's why I love them in a sense, because they was both like, no, while we were in the White House, we were in counseling. Like, y'all like relationship goals. I wanted to kick him out the house. All of the White House.
Yeah, she's talking about just like it became a competition between her and like how many diabetes you changed, where you been at, what you doing.
Oh God.
Like, it was the it's the key.
He at the gym and she at home with the kids.
Right. He golfing. You golfing.
I wanted to spend time. She's like, I wanted to go to the gym, and he was like, well, make time. She's like, I can't. You gone all the time.
And that's a false narrative. But go ahead. If you say a word,
I'm gonna say this, because if you don't want a mediocre life, you gotta sacrifice that time.
Never go.
And that's just what it is.
I can't argue it. I can't argue it. But definitely,
because look at them now.
No one's gonna be happy all the time. But I think it's important to not hold on.
Absolutely,
it's important not to hold on to things. Like, I feel like, especially, no offense to women, because I'm about to say women, because it's not all women, but a lot of women hold on to things that you do to them.
Yes. Oh man, so tight.
And even if we get past it, you still hold on to it. So now everything is whatever, or everything is you hurt me, so now I know how you move. So now I'm gonna move different. And it's like, so you just going. So now our whole relationship is now different, because you want to move different because of the thing that happened. Not saying that this thing didn't affect you,
right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because it did. But yo, if we in here and we is in it, yo,
but I'd be petty.
Hold on to everything that happened, everything that you do,
like, because you can't.
Things definitely take time
for sure.
But you can't expect to grow if you just holding on to it.
You can't holding on to this all
right,
day, bro.
And you can't be like Frank and be petty, because if you want to leave, go ahead and leave, baby. I'm not gonna sing the rest of the song.
And if you are dating somebody who is holding on to it, come see me.
Right. Like Coach Jess,
as a life coach,
the blue-haired life coach,
and I will help you get your relationship together.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. I know because I know right now I was holding on to something, but I just needed time to get over it. I wasn't trying to stretch it. I wasn't going to stretch it. I was gonna keep living however I was gonna live, regardless. But like I wasn't mad. I wasn't angry. I felt disrespected, and I felt what's the word? I felt disrespected, and I felt insulted. I felt disrespected. I felt insulted, and so I wasn't mad. I just felt disrespected and insulted. So because I feel disrespected and insulted, I don't want to talk about it because there ain't really nothing to talk about. I don't want to associate with you right now.
Yeah,
and that's just how I feel because you disrespected me, and I'm not looking for an apology for the disrespect. I just feel disrespected, so I'm.
Because when you're in a relationship,
I'm gonna stay outside.
Stay outside. Ain't no staying outside.
No, I'm talking about like I'm just not going. We're not gonna be in each other's space. No accident. I'm not gonna be in your space.
I miss you.
No, you want to be in the living room. I'm gonna chill somewhere else. I'm just not gonna put myself in the space because I feel disrespected. Now, when I get over feeling disrespected, I'm not gonna bring the thing up no more because I'm over it now. Yeah. You know, you did disrespect me. Okay. All right.
Responded accordingly.
I needed my time. I got my time. Now I can be like, you know what?
Which one do you?
It's all right. Right. You know what? It's all right.
Facts.
Whatever. You know what I mean?
I know you're hungry.
I'm done with it now, but like,
So figure out what's killing your relationships and work on them. But if you can't do it together,
right,
come see me. We'll help you work it out. But when we get back, we're gonna get into church mess.
Yeah, church going down 5-7-1-6 Big Frank in the morning. Let's go. Let's get it.
Today's teenager is tomorrow's potential regular customer. That's what the tobacco industry said about us. But what does it say about them? That they'll do anything to recruit new smokers. Like using menthol flavors to make products smoother and better tasting, so they're easier to start and harder to quit. In other words, menthol is not just a flavor. It's a way for big tobacco to attract and addict us. And there's nothing just about it. Take action at notjustmenthol.org.
You're locked into the vault with Dante Mound on Fire 716 Radio. Let's go.
This is engaging the youth. No longer is it okay for us to make decisions as to what we feel they should do. We already lived our youth. You know what I mean? So it's time for us to, God gave us 2 of these and 1 of these for a reason. We need to listen and watch more than we do a lot of talking. So
you can't, everything is changing, you know what I mean? From everything outside to how we feel and everything, because it's 2 different worlds we live in, 2 different generations. So I definitely get where it's hard to communicate and hard to come to an agreement on one particular thing because you see it from your eyes, from your perspective, but I might see it from another perspective. So.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in the Big Frank in the morning. Good morning, good afternoon. D-Money Mac is out here in the world, in the universe, doing what she does, wherever she is. Just keep her lifted in your PRAY. But you're ready to get into some church mess. What we got going on?
So, there's a lot going on in the church world. We just go listen to this interview of this man who talked about how a church fight broke out after the pastor asked for $1,000 tithe from each member.
They say something doesn't add up when a pastor makes a lot of money, drives a luxury car, and yet the people who live near his church are in poverty. A scuffle inside the sanctuary after New Era Detroit protests during a worship service. Let's go. Zeke, the leader of the group, offered no apologies for the dust-up at Great Faith Ministry Saturday, only the reasoning behind it.
This situation is bigger than just Wayne T. Jackson. This is about black churches and black pastors who live a lavish life on behalf of the people, and they're not giving back to their community.
So, Just in summary to that, the reason why it's messy is because the pastor in it, the pastor in itself. So apparently with this church, there was needs of the members, and there was a consistency of like, hey, you know, we sow, we give our tithes, I'm a family in need right now. Oh, we ain't got it. But then the pastor rolls up with a new car, got all the stuff going on, and the source of income is coming from the church, not because they're bivocational. So when the pastor asked for this $1,000, his members were done with it, and they tore the church up and got into a whole fight.
What's his name?
Come on, bro.
Brandon T. Jackson.
Brandon T. Jackson.
Oh yeah, he said on the interview.
That was it? Was that really it?
I think it was.
That's what he said in the interview.
Okay.
It's bigger than Brandon T. Jackson.
Here's my thing. I've been in situations where the leader has the Lord laid $1,000. Absolutely. But I've also been in a space where the leader paid the bills in the church. So I understand the outrage of we are not going to continue to do this, and I'm just asking. You're not even helping the community. You're not even helping us.
The people that's helping you.
The people that's helping you. Now breaking out in the fight.
Listen. If we done came to you multiple times with our needs, and all you can do is say, "I need $1,000 offering." Yeah, we gotta fight.
Leave.
Y'all could have just left the church.
Y'all could have just left.
I'm gonna be this advocate to the person, okay?
Yeah.
Because my question is, number one, who are you? Number two, are you a tithe payer? Number three, because just because you don't know the work that I've done, what have I done? Like, this is just real question.
Yeah.
Like, just because you came to the church and asked me to pay your rent, this ain't the first, second, and third time.
Yeah.
No,
Number three, the question is, do I even have enough? So, is Dwayne T. Jackson?
Dwayne T. Jackson.
Dwayne. See, I knew it wasn't Brandon.
I'm about to say Brandon.
I knew Brandon was right.
But yeah,
I knew T. Jackson was though. But no, I get what you're saying.
I think it's a balance between. Answer this properly. Number one, you want to make sure that you are community active.
Right.
But panhandling is asking $1 from a whole lot of people to survive.
Mm-hmm.
There's no beef with that, right?
Mhm.
I'm going to a place. So for those who are paying tithe, there's house maintenance, and there in some organizations, the pastor definitely get income. So if I'm asking for $5 from the people to support me, and my congregation is $5, and this is several days a week, I might be living better because there's an additional income. Because I'm not asking. The request is $1,000, but we don't. but you know, it's like. But I think that the important part is that, but we've built people out of jail,
right?
We
done did some stuff. We didn't sacrifice. So like, I didn't see the apostles come out of pocket.
Yeah.
Brands. I didn't see. I want to know the truth. I didn't see them hit it to make it happen for somebody.
Yeah.
Just for him to get it to go give it, drop it, say less. Because I think that as a church, to be a help is great. And I believe that there are bad pastors who definitely feed off the people.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are a good business person and you understand finances and you understand the principles even that God gives, I can take your little and flip it. Come on, blooms and flowers.
That's a valid.
Your $100 just flipped $600 in this.
But see that, that comes with a community of people investing,
Absolutely.
Right? But that,
So
like,
if
I guess
that's-
for
if
this
that's the
particular
narrative,
situation,
then,
though, the
you know.
church wasn't give like he was he.
And this is why I'm going to do the research, because I didn't think of the church as a conglomerate. Is this is just me asking
What the
questions.
church look
Can
like?
I have a church meeting with everybody?
Because I feel like, yes, the one. Because I feel like it could have been offenders and defenders fight.
Yeah.
Like, this fight ain't all against him. Like,
No,
it's people
facts.
like, we got your back, so we support you. We got your back. No, we don't like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, I
Like how it had
mean
to
that
be.
was probably absolutely the
It's like
case,
how it had
but
to be.
like I guess he was just speaking on the general consensus of the ones that broke out. Like, you not giving back. We asking for assistance. You can't do this, but you out here allocating the church funds.
You got the 2023 Benz,
right?
Got the Tesla.
Yeah.
So that was the first church mess. The last one,
charging it at the church. Got the Tesla.
But nah, he had the thing about Bishop Robert L. Sanders Senior. He had multiple avenues on money making.
Oh, for sure.
Like, and he made the church money work.
No, valid.
You feel?
Because they would try to say that about Bishop Dwight Brown. Oh, he had a BMW, he had a Volvo, but he was also bivocational.
Right, I was like, he was working.
He was working.
Like, was in the army. So there's revenue for that.
Yeah.
We got GRT Plaza down the street. We got houses and property. This
Yeah.
is flipping around.
Big flip.
And he got his first car still. That red joint, that little. That's his first car. He said.
Wow.
He got that one. He got his little Cadillac. He's like old joint. Like
yeah.
We just think that the last BMW he just clean.
He got rid of it. No.
Yeah.
Put it away. Store it
up. So that's why I come from people like, oh, these bishops. First of all, I know their stories.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are bivocational. Like they're working, their wife is working. It's a 2-family income.
When Frank hit the place, coming in clean.
Whole time.
Right now.
Yeah.
Flaming fire.
Every single time.
you know, Beamer, Benz, or Bentley.
Come on.
This is on that says, I won't say it. My N word, what's this gonna be? The G-Wagon or the Bentley? Say loud.
My nigga. What's it gonna be? Come on. Or the Bentley.
Yep. Thank you.
Facts.
Hey, but I'm gonna get asked. We're gonna know finances.
No, for real.
Second church mess.
So yeah, second church mess. This is the last one. Brian Carr.
Again.
He's back. So he went to.
I just want
pray.
to fight him now.
He just pray. He went to pray for this woman. But as he would, because I can't play it because you would need a visual. As he's praying, he sticks his head underneath her breast.
See, we gotta fight.
And it's underneath. So you literally see she's top heavy. You literally see her breasts over his head.
Y'all go ahead. Y'all keep going.
Oh, you got something going on. I'm like,
Hey, yo,
stop
don't do that.
So in the video, you actively see her breast, like literally on the side of his ears, like just
he wildin'.
And then she all of a sudden fell out, sir.
He wildin'.
Hey, yo,
sir.
If you don't get your head off of my wife's bosoms,
if you
we
ever
fighting right here, right now.
Brian Carr, if you ever put your head underneath these boobs, I promise you, I'm gonna bust your neck.
Right when I see those hands, I already got up.
Listen,
because for me,
I run down the aisle. I walk.
For me, this is giving like African pastor vibes. No, I'm not trying to be funny,
No,
but
for
like
real.
this is just because, at some sense, how is God telling you put your head under somebody's bosoms? This out of order. Like I feel uncomfortable when I'm participating in the altar call, and no matter what I do, they end up right here. Like I'm uncomfortable with that because I never want to violate somebody, and I've tried. Like I've done the trainings, everything. They always end up right here. But it's not intentional. It really is like that's where they end up. But you actively put your head under this woman's boobs, and then all of a sudden, and then he's like, "Oh, she fell out because after you left, you pushed her." Like,
not you pushed.
So Brian, stop.
Yeah.
Just stop. People, churches, stop booking him.
Like let's
He a wild boy. Y'all just let him
sitting down.
Just stop booking him. Like, see what it is,
He a wild boy.
and keep it moving.
Yeah, that's wild.
So that's church mess. I'm sick of it.
He a wild boy. Y'all be letting him do it.
The reason why he keeps doing it is because people keep booking him to their churches.
Y'all be letting him do this.
Well, let me give you the equation to booking somebody like Byron Carr with his foul behavior. I'm not saying that it is proper, but a good name with a decent word yields people to come.
Yeah.
$4, $5, we have to pay the bills. Okay. Y'all like the equation, but that's just too bad. Not saying that we book for bill payment, but sometimes y'all not giving enough, and therefore we got to go run out here and put together what the world will consider a convention of something. So we got to put together something because we need some money right here. So I'm gonna put out $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, hoping to get back 5 to 10 bills that we've been behind for the last month. But if I just give it, we'll be all right.
We'll be all right.
But a lot of these spaces, especially with Brian Connor specifically, you have to be a church with a lot of money to book him because his honorarium is ridiculous. You ain't paying no less than $10,000 for his honorarium, and that's just his honorarium. That's not his flight, his food, his hotel, nothing. That's just
that's the hour and a half.
It sounds bad, but if this is your only vocation, this is my livelihood. And I think Barry Connor is different because he has a church, so there should be a stream from anywhere. So to be that crazy is wild.
Mm-hmm.
These pockets of blessings don't come consistent. Right. Now I'm just talking on not necessarily Barry Connor directly, but for some people, listen, this is how we survive. And 10,000 today.
No, I was like, like,
but then it's like
that's not even Brian Connor's honorarium. His joint is like 20,000-30,000.
But if you don't see me again, I wish a nigga. I'm not paying. Okay. Forget my aggression. I'm not paying nobody's house, nobody's car.
That's a car.
I'm not Frank, Bishop, Elder, the Apostle, the Great. Archbishop with 2 arches and a WM. Okay, ain't paying nobody that amount of money to pull up in a parking lot and to deliver 17,000 words off grip, get some crystal oil, and lay upon the people. Okay,
and possibly offend
I can
somebody.
preach Jesus for a car note and let God have his way and let God do his thing. I think
it definitely is, because I believe that Donnie McClurkin's honorarium just to show up, and I'm not even talking about to sing, it's like 10,000-15,000.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Miss me.
No. So yeah.
We say that. Let's keep it in the world though. We pay them folks.
But let's get it.
To pull up in
They definitely do.
But that'd be different because it's like now, if we was paying for them to come and we about to have a whole concert, it'd be like you know what I'm saying? You be selling tickets at the church like, yo, Johnny coming, $5.
But he don't show up. Donnie don't show up here in Buffalo.
So,
He don't.
One side is entertainment.
Yeah.
Right.
And we'll pay for entertainment.
Right.
But you're not gonna pay for this life-changing transition of your
yeah.
life. That these words that I'm getting ready to utter are not designed just for you to have a good moment.
Yeah.
But to shatter and break some things. But we'll go pay Beyonce now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I said they will.
They will.
They will.
They not us, not me, not them.
Them niggas over there.
No, valid. I think that I understand value, and I understand being paid your worth.
Right.
I understand having that pressure in that way. And I tell you all the time,
Right.
like if I call for you, I'm coming for nothing.
Right.
But you call for me, there's a fee.
Yeah.
Because what you require of me, number one, what am I taking away from? What I got to maintain. Because as an entrepreneur, if I don't work, I don't eat. So you got to pay. If I got to pull up anywhere,
right, I'm
not doing free.
Yeah.
Because your free, what you consider a free time and free moment, takes away from me getting to this bag, especially if it's not for a benefit for the company or what I'm doing. So you got it's crazy out here. But people are foul. People are doing crazy. People just wild. Listen, y'all. Hot topic. They hot.
Yeah.
Catch them on Friday.
Catch them on Friday. Listen, y'all. It's going down Friday 716. Holler at y'all. It's been good, y'all. It's been real. Anything I want to drop off to the people as inspiration before we get up out of here?
Text it to them.
Text it to them. 716. Put your number in the box. That sounds real special. Put your number in the box. I don't know about it. All right, y'all. Holler at y'all. It's been good. We'll see you.